The true knowledge, understanding, and recognition of the Creator. Whether humanity realize or recognize it or not, the complete knowledge, understanding, and recognition of the Creator and the true order of life still eludes them. The Creator is defined as the one and only entity that created everything that exists within His creation, including mankind and the creation itself. He is the entity that established the order in which all things are to operate and function on this planet and within His creation. His creation speaks for itself and should be easily understood by everyone. It's just that people must have a desire to recognize, understand, and accept how things truly function and operate on this planet and within this creation. Humanity must get away from creating its own knowledge and understanding to explain how the creation functions and operates to facilitate its own way of life. The creation has a lot to do with logic, common sense, and recognizing the consistencies and patterns associated with it. This creation illustrates so many of the instructions and purposes of life that mankind needs to properly navigate life on this planet. The sun is one of the first aspects of creation that humanity was able to learn and gain knowledge from. It operates according to a consistent order and a pattern that helps to sustain life for human beings and many other aspects of creation. It was used as an instructional component for human beings to survive and eventually build civilizations upon. It is so vital to life that it dictates and determines so much of the knowledge that human beings use to survive. It is a major educational platform and instructional component throughout civilizations today. It played a major role in helping humanity evolve and obtain so much of its spiritual knowledge, its spiritual platforms, and some of the religions that exist today and existed in the past. It is one of the many aspects of creation that shows its design order and gives instructions on how to live on this planet. Many aspects of this creation reveal its design order and help to instruct humanity on how to live. If humanity were to look at creation from this perspective, it would help them gain so much of the knowledge they need to navigate life properly. Many aspects of this creation provide instructions, and mankind itself happens to be one of the most important and informative ones. Mankind is said to be made in an image and likeness of the creator of all things himself, which make them a major aspect to learn from. Mankind is a creator in its own right and shares so many attributes of the creator of all existence. Mankind is designed so that it can dictate and control many of its own circumstances in life, as well as circumstances that can either support or impede the natural order of life. Mankind's ability to do these things alone gives knowledge, understanding, and instructions on how they are meant and designed to live on this planet. The physical body of mankind and its body parts also reveal order, purpose, and intent. The body parts of mankind are created and designed to perform the specific duties and functions that they do. This not only gives instructions on how the human body is designed to function, but also how humans are meant to live on this planet. The other aspect of humanity that also reveals the creation's design order, provides instructions, and shows a great aspect of the Creator's existence is their inner spirit. The inner spirit of mankind is an aspect of them that has the presence of the Creator within and is a major communication piece connected to Him. The inner spirit of mankind operates in a particular way, which makes it so important and instrumental in understanding the creation's design order. The knowledge gained from learning and understanding how it functions is a major instructional piece of life. It's a major component in recognizing and understanding who the Creator is and His true existence. The inner spirit of humanity is a component that operates using knowledge, which is a necessary component needed for all human beings to navigate life. Human beings are really a physical body guided by their inner spirit, which are unseen forces within that are dictated by knowledge. Since knowledge is the component that directs and guides all people, societies, and the world, everyone must be mindful and selective of the knowledge it uses to navigate life. Knowledge is one of the keys to life, and ancient civilizations seem to have had a better understanding of this. This is why it has been said of old that those who reject knowledge, the creator of all things, reject them. Knowledge is a vital aspect of life for human beings, but not just any knowledge. It is the knowledge connected directly to the Creator's existence, who He is, and how His creation is designed to function and operate. When this knowledge is not utilized, the answers and instructions to life that one receives through communicating with the Creator's presence within themselves are influenced by mankind's own knowledge and intent on how they wish to live on this planet, which is an aspect of knowledge contrary to the knowledge that human beings are designed and created to live according to. Any aspect of knowledge contrary to the Creator's knowledge of how human beings should live on this planet is said to be mankind's own knowledge. It's also said that mankind is living according to the imagination of their own hearts. This is where humanity becomes disconnected from the Creator, His existence, and the design order of creation. The creation's design, order, and knowledge determine whether every outcome of life will be good or bad, constructive or destructive for the world, individuals, and all societies. This is the reason why hardships and destructions are able to develop and manifest themselves today. The true knowledge that dictates life is just not being used in so many instances. So, preventing hardships and the ability to properly resolve the hardships that exist today still elude mankind. The knowledge that reveals and explains the proper way humanity is designed to live on this planet and how it both functions and operates is not fully recognized, understood, or used. This is the knowledge and understanding that will open the doors to the true recognition and existence of the Creator of all things, along with His order and instructions to life. There are many aspects of life that mankind needs to understand to even see and recognize the true existence of the Creator and His design order for His creation. One aspect is that the inner spirit of mankind and the knowledge that it entertains determines its perspective of life. This is the variable that keeps mankind and so many spiritual, religious, and philosophical platforms separated in their interpretation of life and who the Creator is or whether He exists. The question is, what knowledge can accurately define the creation's design order? Because it's also the same knowledge that will shed light on the true existence of the Creator of all things, the aspects of how He exists, and the instructions for His creation. It has to be the creation itself, because it is the place where life is being lived and everything is unfolding and manifesting itself. It's the place that, beyond a shadow of a doubt, clearly illustrates how life truly functions and operates. The knowledge obtained from how it functions and operates is absolute because it proves itself and is exempt from mankind's own mindset and understanding. Mankind is only an aspect of creation and is designed to function and operate according to the creation design order and the design order themselves. Once this is recognized and understood, it will start rectifying and clearing up so many of the misunderstandings and misinterpretations about life that exist today and existed in the past. Mankind is dependent on knowledge and has always been dependent on knowledge for its own survival, which has always been the knowledge associated with creation and how to properly sustain its own existence. They need knowledge that properly illustrates how the creation functions and operates, because it's the place where they are trying to sustain themselves. There was already knowledge, understanding, and instruction present and in existence before mankind was ever introduced or manifested on this planet and within its creation. The creation and the planet that humanity lives on and within already had its purpose, intent, and rules of order for its existence. There was never a need to redefine the true order of life, which also gives instructions and helps to illustrate the existence of the one and only true living creator. Mankind's biggest issue is understanding itself and learning to control its free will to properly build its inner spirit to love and think right. This is why it's so important for the free will given to mankind to align itself with the proper knowledge capable of doing that, because knowledge is its guide. This is the reason why hardship, destruction, and misunderstanding exist on every corner of the globe, and mankind lacks the ability to properly address and resolve these issues. There's only one truth and understanding of life, and only one aspect of knowledge that explains its complete operation. It's the knowledge of how everything on this planet and within its creation functions and operates, and is designed to function and operate, especially mankind. This is the knowledge that all spiritual platforms, religious, philosophical platforms, etc., should be aligned with and utilized. It's an unchangeable source of knowledge because the world is always going to operate according to its design order. Cause and effect are always going to rule and control life, which means that what is put into life will always determine what will be gotten from life. This is the true understanding and order of life, and a major instructional piece that must be understood and properly used. This is an aspect of knowledge that should be used by all people, all spiritual, religious, and philosophical platforms in the world, etc. Everything going on and taking place in life today can be explained and understood from the perspective of this knowledge and can also be properly corrected. Another aspect of knowledge that mankind must know and understand is the role of principles and values. Mankind must know and understand what principles and values will go through the process of cause and effect to sustain life according to the creation's design order. It has to be principles and values aligned with nature, life's design order, truth, righteousness, love for the proper things, humanity's natural design and its reproduction process, the true design roles of men and women, what's naturally best for children, how to properly build and direct children, how to create the proper family structure between the two entities designed to reproduce children, fairness, peace, unity, one is all across the globe, developing a love and desire to seek out, learn, and utilize what principles and values serve humanity best, and creating the most truthful and righteous educational platforms everywhere on earth. So all people will be aligned with the most truthful and righteous knowledge that explains exactly how this creation functions and operate, along with how all human beings are designed to live on this planet. Principles and values, along with cause and effect, have always been an important aspect of knowledge that humanity must know and understand to properly navigate life. Cause and effect are the process used to determine the circumstances that humanity bring upon itself, good and bad. The principles and values that people, the world, countries, and societies live by represent the cause. This is why the most truthful and righteous principles and values should always be used. Cause and effect are going to result in the most truthful and righteous things when the most truthful and righteous principles and values are lived by. Any principles and values that are not absolutely true and right will eventually result in hardships and destruction for anyone, nations, countries, and the world included. This is an aspect of knowledge that illustrates how life works and why everything is happening and taking place on this planet when it comes to mankind. It's an aspect of knowledge needed by everyone, all spiritual platforms, religious platforms, the world, etc., to properly navigate life. People need knowledge capable of addressing how and why issues occur and how to resolve and prevent them. Certain aspects of knowledge are missing, and societies can no longer be built and guided by knowledge that eventually leads to hardship and destruction. The existence of a creator, the creation design order, how cause and effect work, and the principles and values that would truthfully and righteously go through the process of cause and effect without creating hardships and destruction must be made known and utilized. This is the knowledge that everyone needs to be taught to properly navigate life, and it must be passed down to all generations forever.